What's going on, everybody? Ed Reacts coming back at you with a new series of The Masked Singer. Can you believe it, people? It's a new year. We've got brand new costumes to discover and brand new celebrities to unmask. I am so excited. Now, firstly, I would like to issue a formal apology, everybody. I have spent such a long time... Oh, have you had enough already, Loki? Sorry, fella. I knew as soon as I started talking he'd have enough. That's it, mate. Out you go. Bless him. Ever since my parents bought a new dog, unfortunately, he can't get any peace and quiet because the new puppy just loves him a bit too much and she won't leave him alone. So the study is his safe space. And unfortunately, for the next few weeks, I'm going to be invading said safe space. So, yeah, hopefully he doesn't hate me too much. But, yeah, we'll see how we get on. I'm just going to move this way just a little bit. Yeah, that's better. That's better. I've always found it very awkward to record in any space at the moment because trying to record in any part of my parents' house just has light coming in through somewhere. So yeah, it's very difficult to get a decent amount of light in here. But yeah, I'll try my best anyways. But anyways, I hope we're all having a good New Year, everybody. I am certainly having a better New Year than I was having at Christmas because, as you all probably saw from my reaction of the Christmas special, my voice was absolutely screwed. I could not speak at all, and yet I decided to do my reaction video anyway, because I didn't want to avoid spoilers. So that just shows how crazy I am. But still, nonetheless, I am happy to be back online and back recording more videos for all of you guys, and more importantly for myself, because I love doing these reaction videos. Unfortunately, everyone, we in the Masked Singer community have also received some very bad news. Masked Singer AU is not coming back, sadly, and I, for one, am absolutely gutted about that. Now, I don't know whose decision at Studio 10 that was, but for me, that is a very stupid decision, Australia, because you're not doing a very good job with Dancing with the Stars, and Masked Singer I felt like you'd absolutely nailed. I thought you were doing a great job on Masked Singer, and I'm absolutely gutted that you're not bringing it back. So, yeah. But Masked Singer AU was one of my favourite versions, and they had some amazing singing talent on there, especially the last two seasons. So, yeah, I, for one, am absolutely gutted that it's not coming back. But, hey ho, we live and life goes on. I'm just going to move this over here because my parents' desk is an absolute mess right now. It is... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to record another series on this computer, unfortunately, because my dad did say he's planning on getting rid of it, which is a shame for me because I feel like the study in my parents' house is a very good safe space for me to be able to record my Masked Singer videos, and I don't know how much of that kind of safe space I'm going to have in the next few years with where I'm going. Obviously, I can't provide too much detail on that. I'm not entirely sure about what I'm going to do once I move to my new park, but yeah, we're just going to have to see how recordings are going to go once the new holiday season starts, because once again, new park, new area to get used to, I am going to be rushed off my feet. So yeah, we're just going to have to see, but nonetheless, I am very happy to be bringing this to kick off our new year, especially considering the fact that as it's starting later this year, as they did with Season 4, we've got a double bill of an unmasking to kick off the year. So I am very happy about that, and that will be coming to you a couple of days after Saturday, probably. It might be coming out on Monday, just depends on when I can find some time to get the edit together. But, nonetheless, let us get in and react to this year's costumes. Now, I will say... earlier this year, as some of the people in the community may know, I went with Masked Central, aka Bonkers, my good pal in the Masked Singer community on Instagram, and we went to the Masked Singer taping together. And the taping that we went to was the merge, right in the middle of the season. So I know already which of these costumes is making it to the top 8. And I know, and that also means that with the first 2 episodes, I will also know who goes home after the people who get unmasked first. So that does mean that I've got a little bit of a lead going into this season, but obviously I'm not going to let on which ones I know are going out after after the first episode. And who knows, it might not even be the people who ended up in the bottom 2 the first time that end up in the bottom 2 the second time. Although that is a lot more common on this show than it is on certain other shows. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. But I am very excited to go through and give my opinions on each of these costumes, because I think these are some of my favourites that we've ever had. There's some that I love, and some that I'm like, ew, about. I did already do a review of some of these on Bonker's channel, on TMC Official Insta. That's his Instagram page with him and Marsinger Homie. So if you want to go and check out my opinions on there, please feel free to go over to his channel and check that out. But yeah, I also wanted to give my own opinions as well. So here we go. Right, so let's get the video up. Wait, have I not kept this on? I thought I'd... There we go. I thought the video was still up. Right, so let's have a look at some of these. Right, so kicking us off, this is definitely one of my favourite costumes of the series. This is Teeth. Now, I absolutely love Teeth as a costume. I really do. Honestly, this is... I wasn't entirely sure when I found out that Teeth was going to be a costume when I was told, but yeah, it's a good concept. I think it's a very good concept to have a giant set of chattering teeth, because obviously they have the legs and the large feet anyway. So I really think this works. I really think this works, and I like the fact that they actually move up and down like a proper set of chattering teeth as well. So yeah, and also this is a very gender neutral costume. So I don't know if this is going to be a man or a woman, but I'm looking at them here and... Sorry, still have a bit of a bad cough. I'm looking at them here and they look quite short. So I'm thinking that Teeth is going to be a woman, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Don't quote me on that just yet. But we'll see. We'll see when it comes around. Maybe I'm wrong. But let's have a look. So next up we have... Come on, get to the next one, please. Right. This is the one that I took one look at and I was like, what? So this is Tattoo. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, when I saw this, I was like, what the frick is this? And then when they said it was a tattoo, I was like, okay, can kind of see where they're coming from with this, but this is the costume where I'm like, what the heck were the Mars Singer producers smoking on this? And to be perfectly honest, and I said this on Bonker's channel, if there was any costume that I had a feeling might get an early boot, it's this one. Because it doesn't feel like it's a costume that the audience are going to get behind, personally. They could last a couple more weeks, I don't know, but I genuinely have no idea what's going to happen with this, because they could be a good singer and they could make it another couple of weeks, but as for the costume, this isn't my favourite. It's a very... She looks cute, I'll give her that, she looks very cute, and I like the design, but it looks like somebody literally just... Like, you could take anything and call it a tattoo. So this, for me, just feels like a bit of a generic costume, and like someone just snipped a picture out of a magazine and then supersized it, and now it's a costume. So yeah, not my favourite, but they could prove me wrong and be a good singer. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Now, next up, what is the next one that's going to come up? Ah, right. Now, this is another one that I had a bit of an issue with. Spaghetti Bolognese. Now, I like the fact that they've tried to do a Spaghetti Bolognese costume, I do. But to do it like this doesn't feel like the right way to do it. This is giving me very strong Chandelier vibes, unfortunately. I get the feeling that Spaghetti Bolognese is going to be a one and done. And I hate to say that, because the concept of the costume is very, very good. And I like the figure of the person that's in it. But I feel like the way to do it should have been to give Spaghetti Bolognese a slightly more, like, sassier face or something like that, with, like, the mincemeat for the eyes or something. Kind of like they did for Spaghetti and Meatballs on the Mars Singer, but make something more of the spaghetti and the Bolognese. Just to have, like, a sparkly red dress as the sauce. And the fork sticking out. This feels like the wrong way to do this costume, unfortunately. I wish they'd got a completely different direction with this costume. This doesn't feel very innovative, in my opinion. So, yeah, sorry, Spagbol, but I don't think you're lasting that long, because I don't think this is... I just don't think... Like, how can you show personality with a costume like this? It just doesn't work for me. So, yeah, very... Good idea. Good idea, just wrong way of executing the costume plunge. Sorry, guys. But next up, we have... Aha! Snail. This is a great costume. Now, when I heard that they were doing a snail costume, I was just oh, I was I was concerned because I was worried that we were going to get a repeat of what we saw on Masked Singer US, and it was going to be like someone sitting in like a go kart or something like that, controlling the person. I wasn't sure how they were going to be able to pull Snail off, but this is a great costume. Honestly, it perfectly fits the person that's in it. I love the Victorian style of the dress with the bonnet and the eyes coming out of the bonnet as well. That's so cool. And I feel the same way about this that I do about the crab that Bobby Brown was in season 5 of the US. Like, the eyes and the mouth sort of make it look almost human somehow, which is a weird thing to say considering the eyes are on like a natural snail would be, like they're on the antenna of the cost. So that's such a weird thing to say, but I like the way that it looks slightly human at the same time, almost like they're going to take it off and it's the same face underneath, which I'm sure is a very big insult for the person that's actually in the costume, so I'm very sorry for that. But nonetheless, I love this costume, and I love the fact that they've got the shell on the back of the dress. But that's also got to weigh a ton as well. Like, how the hell does this person... Is Loki still out? Oh, no, he's not still outside. The fact that that's probably adds an extra layer onto the costume. I really hope that this is a good singer. I really hope that this is a good singer, because if they are, this could be one of my most favourite costumes we've ever seen on the Masked Singer UK. This is so good. Right, next up, who have we got next? Aha! Pufferfish. Now, I take one look at this costume, and I'm going to be perfectly honest, people haven't been rating Pufferfish that highly, and I don't agree with that. I think Pufferfish looks very nice. Personally, I really like the look of the costume. The headpiece does look a little bit separate to the rest of it, I will say. Like, the actual pufferfish head kind of looks like it doesn't entirely blend with the rest of the costume. But I like the fact that there's coral around the side of the dress and there's the spikes around the corset, which also is going to restrict this person's singing ability quite a bit, but hopefully they can overcome that. But I am getting Little Mix member vibes from this pufferfish. I don't know why. I'm getting very, very strong girl group vibes from the pufferfish costume. And I really hope I am right on that, because I think if Pufferfish is a good singer, that the audience are going to absolutely love her. She just looks so good. This costume looks amazing, in my opinion, and there are so many themes that you can do to mingle in with this costume. It looks so good. But yes, moving on from Pufferfish, we have... What have we got next? Right, Pegasus. I will say Pegasus looks brilliant. They really do. However, there obviously have been the rumours that this could be Talisa, because obviously right here Pegasus is doing Talisa's classic pose. Talisa has a Pegasus tattoo on her right shoulder, and obviously after this she would have had to go off and do I'm a Celeb. So if it is her, then that causes a little bit of a problem if people have already figured that out, because that might mean that Pegasus is like weather and is an early exit, and we've wasted another brilliant costume, but I really hope that that isn't the case. Pegasus, I really hope you do well. You look fabulous. You look just like a mythical, like something straight out of the proper Greek mythology. You look and I love the fact that there's all this Greek sort of symbolism on the bottom of the dress. That is such a nice touch. Well done on that one, Plunge. And I love the fact that it looks like they've got an armoured face. Yeah, yeah. I genuinely don't know which way this costume is going to go, but I hope they're good. Let's have a look at the next one. Aha! Kingfisher. Now, I will say straight out of the gate, Kingfisher is not entirely accurate to a proper Kingfisher, but it's the Masked Singer. That doesn't entirely matter. But I do love that they've got him in waders with a compass and a hook on his waders, and also a fishing rod in his back pocket. They have made the Kingfisher a proper fisherman, and I love that. Now, Kingfisher is giving me proper entertainer vibes. I'm getting potentially could be a good singer and entertaining, or could be sort of mid-singer and is entertaining on top of that, but that's the only reason why they're getting through. I personally hope that isn't the case, because I don't really want another Bigfoot scenario where we have someone who shouldn't really be ending up in the top two ending up there. But we'll see. We'll see. yeah, as you guys probably saw last season, I wasn't a massive fan of the fact that Bigfoot made it all the way to the finale. I did enjoy the performances that he did, but I just felt massively robbed of having Air Fryer versus Piranha in the top two, because that would have been amazing in my opinion, and I'm gutted that that got sacrificed for entertainment value. But hey ho! But I think Kingfisher could potentially surprise us. I really like this costume, and I hope he does well. I'm looking forward to seeing what Kingfisher brings to the table. Right, let's have a look. Who's coming up next? Aha! Dressed Crab. Now, ever since all of the costumes came out, Dressed Crab has been the one that has been hyped up the most. Obviously, Dressed Crab has been talked about, the fact that they are singing Bonnie Tyler. And also, this is a very gender neutral costume. Like, people do not know what gender this costume is going to be. Personally, I think this is a cross-dressing costume. I am very much convinced that that's a guy under there, especially because of how tall they are. I think that this is somebody who has a fun personality and clearly wants to make themselves laugh, and also make their friends and relatives laugh as well by dressing up as a Spanish senorita flamenco dancing crab. And I think that they are going to bring a lot of personality to the Masked Singer. I really cannot wait. And I'm curious to see that if Bonnie Tyler is going to be the first song they sing, or whether it's going to be a tease for later on. Personally, I hope it is the first song that they sing, because I don't want a repeat of what happened with Hanson over on the Masked Singer US, where they teased their fifth performance first for some reason, which I never understood. I never understood why that was. So it just felt like a complete waste of a perfectly good performance. So yeah, very glad that US haven't made that same mistake twice. But very much looking forward to what Dressed Crab brings to the table, and I cannot wait to see their first performance. Right, who have we got next? Bush. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Bush. Right, for me, if there is anybody that is going to be like the pigeon or something like that, or the rubbish of this series, Bush is definitely fulfilling that for me. Like, this costume is good, but it looks very sort of. I like the way that they've gone with the branches, but it does make the costume look a little bit messy in that. But maybe that's the intention. But Bush looks very, very cute, and I have a feeling that the cuteness factor is going to get her quite far. I really hope that doesn't take her further than she probably should go. But yeah, and if you guys are thinking that I'm assigning gender right off the bat, look at how tiny she is. That's got to be a woman under there, surely. If that's not a woman, I'm going to eat my own foot. But yeah, I am pretty certain that's a woman in that costume. And also the fact that they're giving it eyelashes as well, that's kind of telling. But yeah, I'm hoping that they've got a decent voice. I don't think that they'll be the best singer of this season, but I am hoping that they'll go a decent way through the competition. So yeah, good luck to you, Bush. Ah, next up we have my absolute favourite costume of the season, which is Bear. Once this costume got released, I just fell in love with it straight away. I love the Shakespearean era ness, I guess, of the costume. It just looks so cuddly. I love the smile as well, the little goatee at the bottom. That's so cute as well. And I I honestly don't know which way this is going to go with Bear. He looks so into his character already just from this promo pic, like he's living it. But whether that's going to translate into good singing, I don't know. This is definitely one that could go either way for me. I'm hoping that he's going to do good, because I really like this costume and I really hope that he pulls out a few surprises here and there. But I genuinely don't know whether he's going to be good or bad. And Davina did put out a press statement about a shy costume that ended up suddenly doing really well later on. I think that could be Bear. I'm not entirely sure, but I just love how cuddly this costume looks. He looks like Paddington's dad. He looks just so unbelievably adorable and huggable and lovable, and I really hope the public get behind him. If I really hope that he's not the Eiffel Tower of this season who ends up in the bottom two all the time, or like the jacket potato of the season, because I really hope he's good. I really hope he's good, personally. And finally, the last costume of the season, which I know what it is now. Oh, hang on, why have you left him out? What the hell? Where's the last one? No, didn't get missed. Right, where's Wolf? You've missed Wolf out, you stupid idiots. Right. No, that's not what I wanted. Where is... Here we go. Right, I'm going to turn this off, and I'm just going to skip through. Where is it? Where is it? No, I don't want to see the ranking. Oh, and they've missed Toad in the Hole as well. Jesus. Right. So there's 2 costumes that got missed there. Let me just sort that out. There we go. Right. Now, this is a costume that as soon as I saw it just made me laugh out loud. Toad in the Hole. Now, if I didn't know better, because he'd already been on the Christmas special, I would have said that this was Ainsley Harriott, but clearly it is not. Toad in the Hole. An actual toad inside a massive Yorkshire pudding. Good job, Marsinger. Very, very clever. I like that. And I like the sort of Willy Wonka-ness of this costume. It looks very, very Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So I really like the way that they've gone with this costume. It's so good. So good. And I'd heard rumours that there was going to be a Toad costume on this season, but when I found out that it was a literal Toad in a hole, that was when my mind was like, okay, we have peaked. We have peaked on the... You can't get more British than this. This is just such a good idea for a costume. But yes, I am very much looking forward to whether Toad in the Hole is going to be a good or a bad singer. I have absolutely no idea. I really hope they do stick around for a while because this costume is good. You can't really do a lot of dance moves with that thing strapped around your waist though, so that's going to be a bit of a hindrance, I think, to them. But I'm hoping that they can show at least a little bit of personality within the costume as well. So yeah, good luck to you, Toad in the Hole. I haven't missed any others out, have I? No. And then... Here we go. The last one, another one of my absolute favourites, Wolf. I love having a Wolf costume on any version of The Masked Singer, bar Michael Bolton on The Masked Singer US because he didn't really do a lot on there, but any time you get a Wolf costume on any form of The Masked Singer, they always make it look badass. They always make it look such... like so classy, so much of a showman, or like on Masked Singer Belgium, quite tough at the same time as well. But this Wolf costume looks so good and so classy. He looks like he exudes class from the minute he walks on stage, and I cannot wait to see what he brings to the table. He actually, and I remember from other promo pics, Wolf looks quite short. So I don't know who he could potentially be. And there have been rumours circulating around as well who he could potentially be. But I'm going to need a closer listen to the voice to see if I agree with those rumours or not. But we will see. But that is it, folks. That is all of our costumes for this series of Masked Singer UK. And personally, I love each and every one of them. I know I've had my doubts about a couple of them, but... I don't necessarily hate the costume as such as I do the way that they've gone about making the costume. The idea of the costumes is very good, but with Tattoo and Spagbol, I really personally think that they didn't go the right way about that. I think it would have been funnier if they'd had Tattoo coming out on like a severed section of an arm or something like that to freak people out. That kind of sounds really bad, but yeah, I just don't think the tattoo on its own makes a lot of sense. But hey-ho, that's just my opinion. But I am very much looking forward to seeing these costumes in action, and yeah, I will be doing my reaction video as I always do on the Saturday straight after The Masked Singer has been broadcast. I'm going to try my best to avoid the spoilers, and yeah, I'll see you guys then. Ta-ta, everybody.